We had the big announcement yesterday, didn't we? Well, certainly for England, the sort of plan for England, that Boris Johnson had the COVID press conference. And it's quite interesting that it seems to be quite mixed, the response. On the one hand, there's good news that in England, shops, hairdressing salons, outdoor pubs will reopen next week as planned. But of course, on the other hand, there's talk of vaccine passports, warnings of a fourth wave in the summer. And of course, the biggie, there was no confirmation on foreign holidays. I think the front page of The Sun sums it up quite well, doesn't it, this morning? Glass half full. So just a kind of gut reaction, Janet. Are you feeling kind of positive about the future, or are you feeling flat?
Flat. Flat, flat, flat.
Why?
I've obeyed all the rules, I've stuck to it, and I think that, you know, the vast majority of the population have really done their best. And all he's told us yesterday is what we were expecting anyway. He hasn't given us any surprises or any extras or any brownie points for being good. He's still treating us like children, holding out a carrot, saying further down the track, I might or might not allow foreign holidays. Now, personally, I have given up on the idea of going to Europe this summer because it's sounding too complicated. All I want to do is go to Scotland. That's why I wear my kilt. Anyone with a spare bed and breakfast in the borders, please. There's no beds. They're all going there. It's all going to be clogged up with Scottish people.
Scottish people in their own country.
Never mind the fact of COVID passport. I reckon they'll have a passport at the border and we won't get in, Brenda.
Yeah, well, we don't know. We just don't know. I mean, what about you, Brenda? How do you feel about it all?
I'm always a glass half full. I am always a glass half full. You know, and I've made my own reservations for an outdoor drink on Monday, so I'll be with Boris. He'll be at some pub and I'll be at another pub.
Will you cheer up, though, by that day? I mean, you are a very cheerful person.
I'm always...
I know you're a very cheerful person, but would you have liked more? What did you want?
I would love to see the theatres open. I'm not going to lie. I'd love to see the theatres open. We're on that road and, you know, hopefully it will happen. But, you know, as you were saying about the borders and, you know, and everything and the tourists...
I'm so confused about where I can go in the United Kingdom.
I just think it's funny that we're not allowed out, but tourists are allowed in, and there's still tourists coming in. We're closed. There's nowhere to go.
Yeah, they're still wandering around London, taking pictures of Buckingham Palace. They're still walking up and down Piccadilly, wondering why the...
Well, yeah, there are reports of that, aren't there? I mean, it's difficult to get the exact facts of it. I mean, Gloria, Gloria's in a wee world of her own there. She's enjoying her celebration, so you should. I don't know, did you even take notice of the announcement?
Yeah, I'd have to tell you, first of all, my announcement is that all the balloons have flown away in this gust of Arctic wind. But anyway, that's a
Yeah, they've gone to Scotland.
Look, I am so happy today because you've laid all of this on. But apart from that, I've had both vaccines, so I'm very happy about that. But I think that Boris, a bit like stroking you and then giving a bit of a slap, because he stroked us by saying, right, as of Monday next, you know, the pubs will be open outside and various things are open. And I'm very, very excited about that. And I've actually made reservations for next week as well. But then he gives you a bit of a slap because I'm desperate, like Janet, to get away on holiday. And of course, he tells you, although we've been looking forward to it, and you know, so many people throughout the country really want to get their children away too for a break. And then we may not get away in May as promised. So it's a bit of a shame. So, but apart from anything, I really can't blame Boris too much because nobody knows the final and ultimate answer. Simple as that.
The thing for me is that he's not in control. I mean, the virus is in control. You know, and I know, Brenda, we've got different views on this, you know, but it's not just Boris Johnson. I mean, apart from anything else,
we are now in the control of people who haven't been democratically elected.
We are in the control of scientists, aren't we? But who else should we be in control?
Well, I think a prime minister, a political leader who is democratically part of the democratic process, needs to listen to the science, listen to the advice. Yes, but then he has to make a decision. And at the moment, I still feel he's confronted with so many facts, and we know that within the scientific community there are huge disagreements. There's not one body of scientific facts. They disagree amongst themselves. And I just wish we had a leader who listened to it all and said, right, I'm going to tell you the way forward instead of more waffle.
Well, I mean, he would say that he is telling us the way forward, but I mean, I have to keep saying for England because clearly, and I know you've got to be in your
because
bonnet
you're
about
the
that
other
as
side
well.
of the border with your own rules. Thank you very much.
Yeah, well, Scotland, Wales and Northern Ireland are devolved nations and they are taking different routes. Please, will somebody in the borders with a bed and breakfast take her in? It might put her in a good mood. I'll slip you an extra tenner.